Yeah, this is Sammy Loco Podcast, podcast number 98. I am your host, Sammy Loco. I'm here with, go ahead and introduce your name over again,
It's
whoever it
Q
is.
benzi.
Kubezi. Uh, Tell everybody why you changed your name before we start.
So I can't explicitly get into it. I'm being, recorded right now, but I'll just let you know that in the next about 18 months, y'all are gonna know exactly. You're gonna know exactly why I changed my name to Q benzi.
That's two babies right there. Why 18 months?
So, certain things have to go through legislation,
Oh, so you're getting trademark.
something like that,
Oh,
something like that. Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna continue on with it. So I guess you going to interview me. I'll interview you. I'm just gonna go with the first question you have. If you had a extra budget, what would you spend it on?
Real estate.
Okay. Why? Why real estate?
Uh, okay, not just real estate. Commercial real estate. I would get storage units because the amount of money per square foot supersedes residential insanely. And we live in a very consumer based country. Motherfuckers buy a lot of shit and then they can't make rent. They need a place to put their shit. You know what I'm saying? So storage, it'd probably be storage units, and I'd get my mom a house. She's in an apartment right now. I'd get my mom a house, and then the storage units. That's more morally correct, right? That's better. Get my mom in a house, and then I'd get storage units. Yeah.
I didn't realize how many people use storage.
If you had an excess budget.
I didn't realize how many people use storage lots really like that. I mean, that would be kind of smart to do. That'd be kind of smart to do. For me, I probably go on a lot of vacations, but I definitely would spend more money on stocks, even though I'm doing that right now anyway. AMC really helped me out in that situation. But I'll put a lot of money in stocks really and just let it sit there and pay attention to it. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, just put it there and don't worry about it no more." Nah, stocks are like gambling. Like you gotta make sure that you know what you're getting into because if that shit drops, yeah, you're fucked. And then your dividends at the end of the month ain't gonna mean shit anyway. And then you put as many shares into it, that matters also. So that's true also.
So you'd play the stock game, but you'd go for a long-term strategy.
Yeah, I'll go for long-term strategy. Like I'll look at because I got a stock. I think the abbreviation for it is NIO. It's pretty much made in I think in China where they got the engines for Nissan, Toyota, and they constantly making engines and they make new cars every year. So that's gonna that's one. AMC, I always go to the movie theaters. So
they just popped.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, I made like $200 on that actually. So I was like kind of happy about that. And then if I had some more money, I'll put some more in Tesla and something else. I don't know yet. But real estate probably would be if I had extra money, I'd probably put that in that. That's something to think about. Yeah, because a lot of that stuff is like in the thousands per share. And you're looking at like a lot of money for that. So it's pretty smart.
For real. I respect it. All right. What are a few ways? And I know you work like a motherfucker. Every time I check your story, you're always fucking at work.
Yeah.
When you are off of work, what are your favorite things to do to just fucking unwind and chill out?
My best thing is just to watch YouTube and play the game. Like that's all I really do anyway. Besides that, I would like to, I don't know. It's like as I got older, if I'm just literally just walking somewhere without giving a care in the world, just have some music on or whatever I'm listening to, then yeah, that's something I want to be honest with you. So that would be something I want to. Just give me
It's
a good,
peaceful.
yeah, it's peaceful compared to the younger years. Yeah,
I could definitely relate to the YouTube man. I fall down some wormholes. Let me tell you.
yeah, a lot of them. I don't know. That's how YouTube is anyway. You just one day you're looking at animals, and then next you're looking at how aliens are coming to the United States and shit like that. So,
Dude, it's ADD in a app. Pretty much. That fucker's all over the place, dude. Shit. Straight up.
yeah, it definitely is. You're right. You're right. You're right.
If just off of the top of your head, like first place that comes to mind, if you could live anywhere in the world, like not thinking about financial situation or job or nothing, that's pointless. Just a location.
Mm.
Where would you want to live?
Be honest with you, probably Vegas. I ain't gonna lie about that.
Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah, because I go there all the time, but it probably would be somewhere in Florida, because Florida, it's three places. It's three places. I would say pretty much where you're at, but that like it's so big over there.
The
But
Northwest, Pacific
Northwest,
Northwest.
yeah, Pacific Northwest. I'll say from San Francisco all the way up to Vancouver, like that area right there, where nobody is going to bother you. Like nobody, in my opinion. Like
Yeah.
you'll have a whole bunch of woods around you. Only thing I'll have to worry about is the mudslides, and besides that, I'll be great. Um, Besides that, Vegas. But the only thing about Vegas is just like anything else, it's fucking hot as motherfucker, but it's not humid. Like over here in the
It's dry
Northeast,
hot.
yeah, it's a dry hot. And like I said, my dumb ass last year out in the fucking hot sun, 110 degrees, liquored up, and
Oh.
I was I literally was about to pass out. So I was like, yeah, I don't know how these motherfuckers do that, because I see people there with jeans on, um jackets, hoodies, and all that. I'm like, bro, it's fucking hot. How you have that on? But then again, like I said, that's probably just me. But yeah, it'd probably be that. And then probably just Orlando or Tampa. Like those, like Orlando and Tampa is just relaxed. I mean, you got some rowdy places, but I mean, for that most part, it's just pretty cool. I'd rather be there. So
Respect. Eventually you'll have a house in each of those places, right? So don't worry about choosing,
yeah.
right? And let's take it back to the past. Let's go back
Hmm.
to when a young Sammy Loco.
Hmm.
What neighborhood did you grow up in, and what are a few ways that it shaped your character into who you are today?
Uh, well, people that's from here, they know what I'm talking about. Pretty much like Park Heights, Ricerstown area, that that area right there, all the way to about Park Heights. Let's say Park Heights, Fort Lee Apartments, that area. It was pretty cool. You had a couple fights here and there. Um, how it shaped me, it was pretty much like you'll see certain things. Like for instance, you'll see your first crackhead, and at first you might see it and say, "Damn, that's fucked up." But crackheads are funny. Some people might say, "Oh no, that's bad. They went down a bad way, this and that." No, some of them are just funny. Like some of the shit they do. Like for instance, we had one crackhead that used to get on the subway. We used to call her Shuffles.
So
Reason
choose
called
regular.
Yeah, she was a regular. So you had her, and she'll walk around, and we call her Shuffles because her pants was literally falling down all the time, and she used to piss on herself.
Oh.
Pee anywhere. Like she'll literally walk around shuffles like this. You got some change? No? Okay. You got some change? No? Okay. Change. And meanwhile, her pants is falling down like this constantly. So you can see her depends and all that shit. And literally, she'll just stand there and just and pee. And meanwhile, we're on the train. It is cold outside. So we're like, oh shit. So you literally can see the pee because you know the train is going like it's going forward and going backward most of the time. You can literally see the pee do a trail like this, going down the aisle like this. And then we're just looking like, shit.
Oh my God.
So
shit.
That will fuck you up after a while. But then again, we have also the Muslim people too. But respect to the Muslim people. I don't want no people Muslims to come after me. I'm just saying what I seen growing up. We used to have these Muslims also that sell you the oils and everything like that, but some of them wasn't true to their religion. Now, as I know growing up, Muslims can't eat pork, but sometimes when you have people coming, converting to Islam, they'll come and say, yeah, y'all need to get the word. When they get off the train, and all this shit used to happen on the train. When they get off the train, it's like, okay, they unwrap the Burger King and all that stuff, and we'll say to that person, yo, like, that's fucking pork, bro.
He said, wait a minute, man.
This is not pork. I was not eating it. Motherfucker, I see you. You put it in your mouth. Pause. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, shit.
Brother, I did not eat this. This was handed to me. Motherfucker, came out your book bag. But, seeing that and seeing somebody literally lie in your face and say, oh, it's not what you see. It's just some people are brainwashed. And that's how most of these young people are brainwashed, including myself, that see certain things like that. So growing up around there, you just see a whole bunch of shit. I mean, I remember somebody took our car before, my father's car. And that shit was fucked up. But I mean, this is Baltimore. People see The Wire and see all this stuff. No, what you see on The Wire is just a small inkling of that. I have never watched The Wire. And people ask me, how you never watched The Wire? Bro, I lived it. Like, I seen this shit every day. I seen this shit. Like, I know where The Wire was taped at. I know everything about it. It's like every weekend I'm with my mom and she had to go do some of my hair and stuff. I literally seen shit like this, whether it's Sandtown, people would not know what this stuff, Mondawmin, all that stuff. So it's like, yeah. So that's where the accent comes from too, that everybody makes fun of and shit. So Avenue 2, that's you see that shit every day. So yeah, that's what shaped me for the most part. Give you a short answer to that.
That's cool as hell, man. That's cool. Yeah. From creepy crackheads to false Muslims. Man.
Yeah.
It's a crazy place.
It's a crazy place. They also have tours for The Wire too. I mean, you can be dumb and get on that shit for $29.95. Just don't do
Interesting.
It.
Going a little tour? Okay.
Yeah. I wish I can pull it up right now, but yeah, that's that they have that, which is funny.
Interesting. And also speaking upon kind of your childhood and neighborhood you grew up in, while you were attending school, what was your favorite class and why?
My favorite class would be psychology. I did it in high school. I think it was the 11th grade or 12th grade. It was Mr. Berlin, Roundstone High School.
Shout out,
Mr. Berlin was funny as fuck. He was real shit. He was from New York. He didn't give a shit. He told you the truth. He told you all this stuff, and the guy smoked cigarettes like you're smoking, like after every class. Like this nigga was stressed out, and he'll cuss somebody out in a minute. But the reason why I liked him because he had this, philosophical way about him where he say something and he has you think about it. Now, granted, I was engaged into it because I was always wondering about the mental and aspect of things. But when you
Nothing
got people in your
hardcore.
class that just don't give a flying fuck about nothing he's saying, and it's Friday, and the bell about to ring,
Yeah.
motherfuckers just say anything out their mouth. So he used to have this thing when he'd be like, "So when we're talking about the membrane, um, Mr. Brown, this shit boring as fuck, man. Fuck.
Just get the fuck out of
Get
here,
the
man.
fuck out of there. Everybody get the fuck out. If you don't like it, get the fuck out." And everybody would get out. Because Friday, that's when they start giving you like homework for the weekend, and niggas don't want to do homework for
Trying
the
to go
weekend.
home, man.
Yeah, trying to
Play
go
some
home.
video game. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Uh,
that's definitely been that one. Definitely, yeah. I can definitely say that.
Interesting. All right. And bringing it back, reeling back into present day, if you could choose anybody to have on your podcast, who would you choose?
I probably would like to interview Drake. I think Drake doesn't do enough interviews because he says everything in his music. I would like to interview him. Because I only thing about if I interview Drake, I don't like this with a lot of musicians and people in general, even though I haven't dealt with them personally yet. But what you can't say and what you can, what you can say and what you can't say. I don't like those type of interviews because I like things free flowing. So
Yeah.
just like I ask all y'all all the time, like before we start, like, hey, it's anything I don't want to talk about, this and that. So yeah, yeah, definitely him. People that don't do interviews. That's the people I want to interview. I would like to interview Big Sean too. Of course, Mac Miller, but Mac Miller's not here. But if he was alive, I definitely would like to interview him. I think that if I interviewed somebody like Mac Miller or something like that, I'll probably be like a 4-hour interview.
At least.
Yeah, at least. Yeah, at least.
That's all. That's a fucking marathon.
Yeah, literally. And the motherfuckers be like, damn, you got part 3 to it? Yeah, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6.
And all three of those, Big Sean, Drake, and Mac Miller, preferably uncensored interviews.
Yeah, I think it would be. That'd
be hard. That's good choices.
Yeah,
good choices.
For sure.
Right. And walk us through a perfect day for Sammy Loco, from beginning to end. What's going down?
For me, it'll be waking up at 10 o'clock in the morning. Somewhere not in Baltimore.
Vegas or
yeah, one of those places for sure. Going out, seeing a lot of people, and literally probably getting on a moped or motorcycle and just going up and down the strip or something like that. Then after that, I know people might think I'm crazy, but I am what I am. I'll probably climb some mountains and shit, like some rocks and shit, and just do a whole bunch of adventurous shit. And then after that, sit back, watch a game. Yeah, and yeah, I'd probably do that and just chill and just sit there and just observe everything for the most part. That's what I'll probably do.
Sounds excellent.
Yeah.
That sounds like an excellent fucking day. Shit.
A lot of people wouldn't want that though. A lot of people like, man, that's too much. Too much. I'd rather just sit around all day. I can't do that.
Sit at home.
Yeah, I can't do that. Like my thoughts would be all over the place, and I do that bad enough already. So I don't want to be sitting home all fucking day sleeping. That's not a perfect day. No.
Fucking lazy fucks. Yeah. Shit. All right. Then I got a couple other ones here. What is Your biggest pet peeve.
I said this before with Jamie on my other couple podcasts ago, but
Uh,
that one was when
Has it
somebody's. No, it changed now. It changed now, but
Okay, good.
the one that I said before was people talking to me when I have headphones in. Like sometimes, because I'm like I said, I'm an introvert. I don't want to talk to everybody all the time. Give me time to unwind and all that stuff. So if I have headphones in and you're constantly talking, and then I slowly put them back in and thinking our conversation is done, and then you come right back. And it's no disrespect to it's no disrespect to you, but it always with white people. Black people get the hint. Oh, I'm just serious. They get the hint. It's like, oh, okay, this motherfucker don't want to talk right now. Okay, all right. White people think, oh, he wants me to talk more because he putting the headphones in. So Sam, like, what did you do when you got home? And motherfucker,
Like, damn, shut the fuck up. Just let me listen to my shit.
So it's that. And then I said I hate braggadocious people. That's another pet peeve. But probably that's just one of those things that I hate. I probably hate. It probably is more of a hate more than a pet peeve.
Because you're a pretty humble guy.
I can be and I can be an asshole. I know that for sure.
You could be a humble asshole. That's the thing.
I never met a humble asshole. Right? That I need an example of that.
You're looking at one. No fun. What are you talking about?
This man about to die.
Yeah, stage 3 cancer. You know, it is what it is. Whatever.
I don't like people that has too much that don't have too much to say. Like small talk. I don't but all these things are pretty much like introverted things. Like we don't like small talk. Yeah, traits, sorry. We don't like small talk. I hate people talking about the same shit they talked about yesterday. Like, and I hate people that see you. Like it happens at work all the time. I see you 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock. Hey Sam, how you doing? We just fucking talked. What else do you want to talk about? Okay, how you doing? All right, cool. Now, if it'd be different if you say, "How was your day going?" or "This is what's going on right now." Blah blah blah. But if you keep saying, "Hey, how you doing?" Because most people think like, oh, "Okay, I'm an asshole." Not an asshole. I just don't like talking about the same shit every day. And then I have one person that I have a couple other people that talk about shit from 5 years ago. I'm like, bro, we talked about this yesterday. We did? Like, God damn it. But yeah, that's a
coworker shit. Yeah.
Coworker shit. Now, like I said, I spend most of my time there. That's why I said I need to go far away for about a month and just visit everybody and just be away from that place because it's like, bro, like
decompress, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I respect it. I fucking respect that. Dude, as someone who lives alone and is not too fond of kicking it with people, I can fucking relate. I can relate, man. I keep on trying to get further away. Shit. Fuck them.
Do you ask people like before you get somewhere, do you ask who's gonna be there? I just think it's me.
I ask who's gonna be there, but not to avoid other people, but to make sure that at least a couple solid motherfuckers are there. That like because you know, like I don't give a fuck who else is there. I don't got no problem with anybody. I could end up being cool with these people, you know what I'm saying? But my first thought is just like, damn, if there's not someone I could just go chop it up with, you know, off the bat, I don't want to fucking go. No. That's just me. What about you? Is that kind of what you think?
I don't think that way because sometimes I do have problems with people, but I have to get out of the habit of holding grudges. And that's just me being self-aware. But sometimes I just don't like people personality sometimes because if you talk shit to this person about them behind their back, you talk shit about me. But you know, then Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Oh,
So
I
I
don't
have
know anybody like that. Yeah, fuck.
exactly,
Ugh.
exactly. And then on top of that, I just hate people that just talk too much. Like, bro, you know everything and you've been everywhere. It's impossible because you're
Get
not
the fuck
there
out.
right now. It'll be somebody that say that will probably talk. Like for instance, I go to a big party like one of y'all parties, and I go there and you know one person just come in there and say, "Oh no, we're talking about vacation." Like, yo, where would you take your girl at, man? Where you would take your family at? Where would and then we say a location like New Mexico. Oh yeah, I've been there before. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. What about you, man? Yeah, I think San Francisco. Oh yeah, I've been there before. Motherfucker, you've been everywhere. Why are you here,
Yeah,
bro?
yeah, yeah.
Why are you here? So
Like just talking to fucking talk, pretty much. Like just yeah, bullshit.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
nah,
yeah.
no,
I'm
I
with
wouldn't.
it.
I wouldn't do that.
It's irritating.
Pretty much.
All right. And then not because I don't love talking to you, but my phone is on 5%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I ain't got a fucking charger. I do have one last important question for you
Okay.
and for potentially some people listening to this as well, depending on your answer. What are some words you have to give to any aspiring podcasters out there?
Stay on top of it. Uh, communicate with your fans. I communicate, but I don't like promoting myself. I don't do that. If I have an interview with somebody, then yeah. But just figure out your fan base, figure out your demographic, and stick to it. Don't do it. Don't try to copy. Like you're going to copy, because that's just what we do. But learn how to get better, and then stay consistent. If you say you're going to be every Sunday out, do it. If you say all I do is interview people, do it. But just know that some people are not going to be there, and just know that okay, you still have to continue on like that. That's definitely that, and be creative. Do not make a lazy title. Like I have my name here. When I get it to trademark value, then I'm going to trademark it. I'm going to put all that stuff on it. But just stay consistent and do it because you love to do it. Don't do it because you see potential with money with it. Just do it because you say, hey, it helps me out. For me, it helps me get out of my shy ways and not want to talk and all that stuff. It helps me with that. Like it been for years. I'll say only audio. Then I said, I need to get on YouTube. I did YouTube, so definitely would do that.
Some
That's all.
serious game right there. That's some
Yeah.
serious game.
What about you with
Bullshit.
music?
I don't even know what I'm doing, man. I don't even know. Fuck, I don't know. Get her done.
Get her.
Do the dirty. Consistency is key. But I gotta say right now, probably the most important thing is build a village. Build a
Mhm.
village of people that inspire you and just fucking push you, because there's gonna be times when you're gonna be like, fuck this. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like, fuck this. And it's good to
Yeah.
have those people around you supporting you. So I guess there's my little bit of wisdom.
That's just life in general, though. You
Life
need
in
those
general.
people.
It's good shit. Yeah, you gotta have the village, man.
That's true. That's definitely true. That's definitely true. I can't lie about that. Definitely can't lie about that. So I know your phone about to die anyway. So,
Yeah, I'm on 3%. This shit is fucked. It's still going though. I got a screenshot of it too. That's perfect.
oh, the screenshot of the battery.
Yeah, of me and you smiling so happy in the battery, man. It's marketing, baby. Shit's going on Instagram. Shit.
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Well, I mean, you can tell everybody 19. Well, you said 18 months. I still don't
18,
understand that.
18 months, baby. Q Benzi will come to light. You'll know what's going on. I'm gonna tell you off. I'll tell you probably tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But publicly, leave it wait a little bit.
I'm waiting. Like I said before, I'm waiting. Are you going to change your name after this? I can definitely say Q Bezzy right now.
Yeah. I'm Q Benzi. I'm fucking Q Benzi. Forget about it. It's the name. Shit. But the reason why will come to light about 18 months. 18 months, man. 18 months. And keep an eye out for the next full moon. Project's dropping on a full moon near you. Who knows which one? I don't fucking know. But it's gonna happen.
I like it. That's 2 babies though, by the way. But I mean, it is what it is. Definitely what it is. Well, I mean, I sent your phone by that. Tell them where they can find you once again, and they have to research everything over and over.
Q_Benzy BENZY. Tap in and follow Sammy Loco Podcast on Instagram.
Sure.
Follow his YouTube. Consistent content. You already know. It's been spoken. Yeah. Stay up.
All right. So it is what it is. And yeah. That's going to wrap that up with the Sammy Local Podcast. Podcast number 97, 98, I think it is. And we out. Now, shout out to Q Bezzy for coming on here and stuff like that. So we're going to just do this little recap of what's going on so far. Now, just to give you an update, Nipsey Hussle has got his own, I guess, star on Hollywood Boulevard, I believe it is. Walk of Fame, Hollywood Walk of Fame. Sorry, got that wrong. I'm just gonna give you my thoughts about it. Took a while, took a long time. I know 50 Cent, Dr. Dre, a couple of people, famous people that are rappers that's on it. So I'm kind of happy about it, but only problem I have with it is, and it goes for a lot of things, why we have to wait till somebody died to, get on to give them their flowers, pretty much. Whether it's Hollywood Walk of Fame, BET Awards, Grammys, just in general. I just don't understand that. But I am happy that he's on it. I hope new music is on the way for sure. We don't know if it's going to happen, but excuse me, but we don't know. But I'm actually happy about that. Fast, rapid power going on. Lala and Carmelo breaks up. Even though we already knew they broke up, but now they're finalizing the divorce. How do I feel about it? I think it's sad, but I think when stuff like this happen, it's just, I guess, I don't want to say it's meant to be, but I think everybody has gone their separate ways anyway. Long as everybody is taken care of, which means, the new woman in Melo's life and whoever Lala goes with after this, it's gonna be great. I have nothing negative to say about that because it's divorce. I hate divorce. Same thing goes with Kanye and Kim. I don't know. Kanye and Kim is a little different situation because there is so much, publicized for the most part. So that's the weird part, honestly. But yeah, that's a sad situation, but I am glad if everything works out as far as, them being cordial and things like that. But I'm pretty sure both of them will handle that definitely. But I knew the divorce was pretty much, there when I seen think Melo was playing against Chicago, and Lala hold a picture of their son, and she just had a disgust look on her face, and I was like, wow, it's bad. Um, Also, the Migos album is, I think it's out now. It is out. Sorry, it's out. I have not listened to it yet. I will give you. I should start a review. I should start a review of music. I should do that. Thinking about doing that. But let me know in the comments if you would like to see that. I personally don't listen to a lot of music when it first comes out because everybody is so on it, and I guess I'm a little different. But for me, I have been listening to Lloyd Banks' album. I'm gonna give you a review of that right now. Matter of fact, for me, Lloyd Banks hasn't been in the music scene since Halloween Havoc, that series, and I am a Lloyd Banks fan. I'm not going to say I'm the biggest one ever, but Lloyd Banks is was the guy for me from 2003 all the way up to now. Money in the Bank series. I can go on for days about that. The albums, the mixtapes, up to now. PLK. PLK, sorry. The album pretty much show what I've been seeing from the mixtapes, and it might be new to y'all, but Lloyd Banks has gotten real polished with his hooks, his verses. He still have the graspy voice, but his production is a little bit more clearer. No G Unit features, unfortunately, but I think G Unit is pretty much done at this point. We can all say that. The song with Styles P. It's probably just for me. Styles P's vocals on there sounds like he did it in his kitchen. Like I really don't understand that part because I think the whole album in general. It was another guy. Matter of fact, let me find it right now. That sound like he did it in jail. Like it was I think it was yeah, it was Early Exit. Rock Marcelani, I think it was. Yeah. So like I said, this album had 18 songs. For people that don't know, the name is The Course of the I can't speak. I hate that shit. Inevitable. The Course of the Inevitable. I can't speak. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't do it. I'm sorry. But to me, I love the album. Will I say is Lloyd Banks' best work of art? No. Yeah, you have better mixtapes than this, but like I said, he's more polished on here, and I have to give it. I have to go around my third time because I listened to it about 2 times, all the way through. Being the Butcher, to be honest with you, I have not ever heard a whack verse from him. Have never heard that. Shout out to Delora Victoria. She said the same thing, and I said, "God damn it, that's right. It's just the truth." Just a beast. I just think this is a good album. Now, will it be the best album of the year? Will it be the top 10 of the year? Probably won't, because if you're not into the boom bat punchline similes, um, and you're just not a fan of it, then it is going to be what it is at the end of the day. But I love this. I love this album because I'm a fan, of course. You had DMX album that came out also. I'm gonna be all the way real with y'all. I listened to half the album. I like it. It's just it just doesn't give me it just don't feel right just listen to DMX while he's not here. Because DMX was one of those guys that gave you energy. Um gave you energy, and he's the type of person that I have to see do the song. Just like Buster in his album. I have to see a music video to give me an image of, okay, DMX is doing this, DMX is doing that, and you can see the lyrics play out. That's just my personal opinion. DJ Khaled album. Um, I don't. Only problem I have with the DJ Khaled albums, it's like a compilation, and for me, compilation albums, and he gets everybody together, which I always appreciate. It's one of those things that I'm just looking at it and just saying, I can only pick a couple songs, and on the album, it's gonna be Lil Baby and Dirt. That's it. Be honest with you, just my personal opinion. Um, Most people will say, "Oh, what about Jay and Nas song?" I thought the beat did not go too well with both artists. When I think about Jay-Z and Nas, and I think about how much potential just them two just making a whole album together, and it didn't play out. I feel like we've been robbed. Now we had a great battle between them two, dissing each other and all that stuff, but when you think about older rappers and them doing a song together, you just say, damn, what if they made music together when they was in their prime? But then again, the New York scene was so competitive. I don't think a lot of collabs will never happen. I thank goodness I did see Lloyd Banks and Jewels do a song together. It was more of a commercial song. Thank goodness I seen Lil Wayne and Jewels, but they didn't do an album together. They did do my favorite mixtape, my top 5 mixtape of all time, The Drought 3. And that's a good topic. I need somebody else here to, debate with. But Drought 3 could be one of the best mixtapes of all time. My top 5. But it is what it is. I'm going down the list of news. Soulja Boy's at it again. Soulja Boy does know how to work the media, and he knows how to stay relevant. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get better at this. Get better at this speaking thing. But they say Soulja Boy is from Atlanta, right? And Soulja Boy gave us the typical nigga answer. What the fuck you mean it ain't from here? I'll call my mama. I'll call my cousin. I was there. This and that, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, bro, you're doing too much. He has two great songs out. And I guess he's trying to hang on to those because I don't think a Soulja Boy album is going to be really keeping us engaged with him. So I think he does these type of things because it's like, what next? Like, where we gonna go from here? And I know he's supposed to have the Bow Wow versus Soldier Boy versus, and they're trying to hype it up, and it feels like we're going to get set up for disappointment. I'm just telling y'all, just like with the Floyd and Logan shit. Um, I just think it's going to be a big disappointment. I like both guys. I don't think they have 20 songs. They have hits, but I don't think they have 20 songs that will keep us engaged and stuff like that. So they got to do all this stuff they're doing now. I think both are hype pieces, like fabrication, if you want to say. But that's neither me or there. I think it's going to bring a lot of nostalgia moments. But I don't know. I think they got a good solid 10 songs, but not 20. I'll say max 14, 15, not 20. That's my personal opinion. Well, I think we'll win out that. I would say Bow Wow. I think Bow Wow. Now, if you want to look at numbers and stuff, I don't know none of that shit. I don't know none of that shit. That's just me. Let's go down the list again. Donald Trump says we didn't win 2020 election. Trump, you lost, bruh. Come back next 2 years from now. Come mid-election if you can do that. Do something else, bro. Like I didn't vote. I keep telling people I didn't vote. Don't expect me to vote. Never will vote. Most people will say, oh, I don't care what people say. But I have to admit, I love when Trump was out there talking his shit. I didn't like him as a president, but I love when he was out there talking this shit. He will be an excellent stand-up comedian. Honestly, I think he would. He's corny, but he's insulting at the same time, but he's funny. Even when he knows that he's trying to tell a lie or he's trying to not tell the truth, he's funny. He has great nicknames for people. Like, the guy's funny to me. Him coming back to be president again, I don't want to see it, but you people did watch Endgame. Y'all did watch the Avengers. He's Thanos. Thanos get his head chopped off. God forbid. I don't want that to happen. I don't want nothing to happen to Trump. I don't want people to come knocking on my door. I'm just saying, I'm just using that analogy right there because to me, he's just like Thanos. He keep coming back. If you live on the Northeast, going down timeline I have. If you live in the Northeast, cicadas are taking over. Now they're dying now, thank God. But it was a pain in the ass. Pain in the ass. Honestly. These motherfuckers was in your car. They was on your windshield if you smacked them against the windshield. And I did this research and I found out that cicadas just literally just fuck and die. What kind of life that is? Every 17 years you come out, they pretty much have Freaknik die, and that's it. And you're blind. So you're really just doing like this. Oh shit, fuck the shit out of this. Oh, you're fucking the car. Oh, I'm gonna come around. I'm gonna fuck the shit out you. Okay, gotcha. I gotcha. Oh, nothing. I'm fucking the floor. Um, so yeah, the cicada's been a pain in the ass, but they're done. They're done. And if you follow me on Instagram and follow my stories, you definitely will see that I see these people all the time in front of my apartment door, and it's really a pain in the ass. Now, when they get on you and start mating on you, or whatever the case may be, then yeah, it's very fun. It's very fun. Going down the list, while I look at my lovely phone, I know people don't like me um doing that, but it is what it is. Logic is coming back out of retirement. Who didn't see that coming? I'll wait. I seen it coming. Now, based on what I see on Vlad TV, it said Logic ends retirement with a Michael Jordan press release. I have listened to every Logic album. I'm going to safely say that. Even the one that was called Supermarket, where I think he was just doing a bunch of things like that. I actually like Logic. The only thing about Logic is that I think he recycles a lot of lyrics, um, in my opinion. But I actually love him talking about his life and talking about growing up and being a dad. I think that's not talked about more about with him. It used to be a little thing where he used to talk about his race all the time, which I didn't care about that because he's actually being self-aware of what you, the fans, would talk about, and you, the haters, that will talk about. Him coming back to rap, all right, let me read what it say here. Okay, it say Logic announced that last summer's No Pressure would be his final album, but after less than a year since the final project dropped, he announced that he's returning Michael Jordan fashion. Um, I don't think that's really worth it. I know that he was being a father and things like that, so that was cool at the moment. But I don't know how I feel about this. I'm glad he's coming back to music. I just don't like when rappers say they're uh coming out of retirement. I think if you're a musician or anything that hmm, I think a musician and things like that that actually where you have to talk about your life and things like that, like an author and things like that. I don't think you're retired from that type of stuff because I think it's an everyday thing to me. For instance, I can't say I retire from podcasting, in my opinion, because that's something that you do on a daily basis, something that you've been doing for a long time. It's talking. And I think with music, I think with that, I just think that it should be it's a daily practice, it's a daily thing. You can stop making music, you can stop podcasting, you can stop doing radio, but I don't think you retire because it's just something that you've been doing for a long time. That's just my personal thing. Going down the list. Rick James has a documentary coming out. I really want to see it, but I guess I'll wait till it get on Showtime. September 3rd. September 3rd. But you know, it is what it is. Kevin Samuels. A lot of people, he's always on a fire. He thinks that women shouldn't think they're, well, say this right. He think women should put themselves in a box. So Female came on there, said that she's a 10. I'm just paraphrasing from it. Think she's a 10. And he pretty much said, no, you're not a 10. And a lot of females have a problem with it. A lot of people don't like him. A lot of people think he's gay. Think a lot of things about him. Now, once again, y'all always want my personal opinion on it. I think for him, some things he might say right, which is like 20 to 25% right. Because I never understood a person that can say they're an image consultant. Because you're pretty much telling somebody about their self that you think about them in your own world. And I think some of his views are outdated, very old school. But yeah, I think with this one he went a little too far, but you know, he has a lot of jokes calling people dad asses, things like that. But just like he said when he did the interview with Joe Button, he used to do interviews with men, but that wasn't catching on. And as people keep saying, who made him, you know, the king, and what makes him right about this and that. If you guys will stop watching him, he'll eventually change what he's doing, or he'll find a different hustle, or he just won't be as big as he was. Some things that he's right about. I'm not going to go into detail about that, but some things he's right, some things he's totally wrong about. But this is a PC culture, cancel culture, however you want to say that. But that's what it is. LeBron talking about the NBA schedule. I think LeBron's trying to find every way to make pretty much his offseason about him. His offseason. We're in the middle of the playoffs, heated deep in the playoffs, and he has to make the narrative about himself. I'm just speaking facts. Why you're talking about the schedule? Yes, a lot of injuries have happened. More than we're used to in the playoffs. True. But in the same token, LeBron, sit back, chill, do some interviews, relax, get ready for next year. Because boy, it's gonna get harder. But like I said, if you want to see more of my input on that, gotta go to There You Go Capping podcast, which is in the playlist next to this one, which is right on my ad. I wish I would get more views on it, but we're working on that. We're trying to get another YouTube on it and go from there. Got a couple more. LaMelo Ball and Tina Trump and some other lady. I don't know why people find this interesting. Tiana Trump is one of those people that go around sucking everybody off. That's what she does. So I don't get it. I really don't get it. You got a rookie of the year guy, LaMelo Ball. He's having fun. I think he's 19, 20 now. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Well, the guy's living a lot, pretty much living their life. And for the final topic that I will speak on, some things I will not speak on. Okay, I guess I'm gonna talk about this guy. It's been a meme going on with the guy that committed double murder, double homicide, and I never felt embarrassed for our race, which is the black race. Uh, but this guy made us look real bad, especially after the video I seen today. He was in jail. Well, he's in court representing himself, and he believed that he's innocent. Today he interviewed, I think his stepson or his son, and he asked him, "Did I hurt him? Or did he hurt the kid?" And found out, he did hurt him. And the kid said, "You stabbed him." Well, he said, "You stabbed me," which is bad. He's gonna get life. So I think that's gonna be pretty much that situation. I think the judge is tired of him. I think the security guard is tired of him. And it's bad. And it's Florida. So it's sad. And as I look at it, he killed his girlfriend and his 9-year-old daughter, which is sad. But that's the world we live in. But I think he also is going to get, I think it's a 25-year plus, I think. So he's definitely going to get that. Yeah, that's going to be it. Yeah. Well, Kevin Hart is back in the news also. So I'm going that will be the last one. They say Kevin Hart is on his response to backlash after comment with cancel culture. Now, the thing about cancel culture is that I don't really care for it. It keeps people in check for sure. But the thing about cancel culture is that it's a group of people that have no voice that say something about somebody, and they dig in your past because you have a squeaky clean image, which Kevin Hart did before, the cheating allegations and stuff like that. But I think Kevin Hart is I think he's at a level where his money is stacked up enough, and he's older enough to say, "Fuck y'all, I don't care." I know he said he doesn't care and he doesn't give a fuck, but he's a cancer and he does. But he's right. Cancel culture is what it is. It's something that people made up along the way, and I personally don't like it because nobody is perfect among us. I just don't understand why people really care enough about telling somebody they're wrong about something when the person that's telling them they're wrong about it probably do a lot of fucked up shit. A lot of fucked up shit. And there's no way in hell you can tell somebody they're wrong about what they do when you're just as wrong. Just as wrong. But I've been holding you guys so long. Thank you to Q Bezzy. I guess we have to wait 18 months to, finalize all this stuff. Also, like I said, go to IG, go type it in, please. Sammy Local 22. Also, check out There You Go Capping. If you like sports, got sports for days. We can talk about sports for days. Go to the page. Click the link. It will send you here to YouTube. It will send you to two playlists. Sammy Loco Podcast, right here. And there you go, Captain, which is all about sports. If you want to hear me talk more crazy stuff, go to Twitter. Go to Twitter and type in Sammy I Am, which is Sammy I Am 22. I have a lot of people ask me about the significance of 22. 22 is my favorite number. It's also a catch 22. And if people know what catch 22 is, that's me. It's like a big circle. You're gonna get me in the circle. Also, I have Sriracha interviewing her next. All this will be up on the page soon. If you would like to be interviewed, I don't care who you are, as you can tell, I interview a lot of people. I really don't care about your stature or anything like that. I just like talking to interesting people. If you're not interesting and you don't want to talk about yourself or you don't want to talk about certain topics, I won't interview you. It's that simple. But if you want to be interviewed or be on the show, whatever the case may be, you want to sit here and kick it about, talk about shit, whatever, go to Sammy Loco 22 on IG, shoot me a message. We get it in. Pause. So anyway, that is podcast number 98. I am your lovely host, Sammy Loco, and I'm out.